Today I'm reviewing this Kiesel Aries 6 that has a set of Lithium pickups in it, which are pickups that have gotten kind of a lot of heat and flack online for being too brittle or too hot sounding. Well, I've got something to say on that, but first, so I ordered this Aries online through their custom ordering process, and I have to say it was an easy process. The guys were really good to work with and super patient with my 1,000,001 questions.
Lewis! Mom! 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 Mommy!
I was actually working from a picture of somebody else's Kiesel guitar because I just loved the way it looked, but I wanted to order a version of it with my own configuration of hardware and little trinkets that I like to have on a guitar. So like this guitar, I've got an out of phase switch with it, and I wanted to make sure it was push-pull on the three-way and all that, which we'll get into later. And, I ordered it with the Lithium pickups, as I was saying just a moment ago. And, well, it's an odd thing. The Lithium pickups, as a lot of guys say, they are very hot pickups and they have a lot of treble response. But there's this little thing on the guitar right here. It's a tone knob. And you know what? You can dial it down. Yeah, you can do that. So I found that if I had a really dull sound that I was using or plugging into a dull amp, these pickups really cut through. But yeah, if I was using a sound that was kind of tailored toward a different guitar that I had that had more mellow sounding pickups, I had to dial the tone back, which is not something we often think of. Guys even order guitars with no tone knobs anymore. But an instrument like this, and for me a telly, that kind of instrument, I find that a tone knob is really useful. And then you have a wide range of tones available, and the pickups are not too hot when you set the tone knob to the correct spot. That said, I could have ordered this with any set of pickups I want. The guys there are really good about it. I've got other Kiesels here. One's got Fishman pickups in it. Another one's got a pair of Seymours. They've got a range of pickups that they do are pretty incredible too. I really like their Allen Holdsworth pickups actually. And the thoriums are pretty warm. But yeah, they don't give you any guff about that. Whatever pickups you want, you can order. So from start to finish, I had put the order in and communicated back and forth with a guy named Keith over there. And they say it's going to be 8 to 12 weeks. This one took a little longer. It was 14 weeks. I had another one arrive sooner, and I've heard people talking about all range of stories. I guess it's just kind of how busy it is over there. But it seems like they're usually in and around what they quote as far as the amount of time it's going to take to get it to you. So that's the ordering process. What I want to do then is just talk about the specs of the guitar and then get into some examples of the sounds you can get out of it. All right, reading directly from the order sheet I have here, this is an Aries 6 with contour. I've got the tremolo system. The Arctic finish over the top was apparently done by Jeff himself. It's a 3-piece laminated body with an antique ash treatment. The body itself is swamp ash. The finish itself is called Red Arctic, and it's a clear satin matte over the top of it, and then deep clear over the flame. The headstock is a flame maple and the fretboard is zebra wood. I ordered this with the staggered offset dot inlays, as you can see, and those are medium jumbo frets. What they list here is Evo Gold. And then as far as the electronics, these are Lithium pickups, as I said. I've got a 3-way switch here with a push-pull, and that extra little knob is an out-of-phase switch, which is something that I really like the sound of, and you'll see when I do the sound samples. It's something that's on my PRS, the original 86 PRS that I have, and I use it quite a bit when I want to make something sound really kind of thin and almost like it's playing through a wah. Now you know what's under the hood. Let's get into the sounds that this thing makes. I'm going to plug in and I'm going to play through a clean, a mid-gain, and a high-gain sound. I'll use each one of the pickup settings and just play briefly a little sample of each so you can get a feel for what this guitar with these pickups sound like. Okay, so you've heard it. You know what the specs are on everything. I just want to kind of give you a final summary of my impressions of actually after having it for some time now, over a year. I have to say that I'm very pleased with the guitar. I've used it live a few times. It's gone through the seasons here without needing like terrible neck adjustments or anything like that. It's very stable as far as staying in tune. It's got decent sustain. It's easy to play. The fret dressing is good. As far as like that shreddy kind of feel that I like, a really easy to play guitar that doesn't resist you. It's definitely there. It's just the right amount of resistance. And it is one of the guitars that I will go to for practice as well as recording and playing. So I would highly recommend one of these instruments to anyone who's looking at them. I don't really find anything that I would consider to be a significant flaw in the construction, sound, or playability of this guitar. So guys, I hope that this was a useful, meaningful review for you. And if you've been looking at any of these, it helps you make a decision. And, if you have any questions further or anything that I can cover for you, please leave them below. I'm always happy to answer. And until next time, keep making great music. Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It makes the whole world better.